share this recipe with you guys because I, in the past, made a recipe similar to this where I made a meatball sub, but it's a super older video and not too many people look at it. And this is like a revamped version of those meatballs or veggie balls, or as some of you guys like to call them, meatballs. And I just wanted to share with you guys because they're so good and you can just eat them on their own. We like to just eat them on their own. You don't even have to put anything, no marinara sauce, no spaghettis. They're absolutely delicious on their own, and let's get veggie. So first things first, let's turn on our very noisy stove here. And I just have a little bit of oil in my pan, about, I don't know, like 2 tablespoons, not even, like a tablespoon and a half. And the first thing we're gonna add into here is our onion, and I have half of a red onion chopped up, like pretty nice and small. You can use any onion you prefer, but I always just use like whatever I have on hand, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. I'm using red. You can use white, yellow, whatever floats your boat. I'm just cracking in some black pepper and adding some salt, as I usually do. Add some flavors into my layers. We're gonna wait for it to get nice and like a little translucent. Now that my onions are a bit translucent, I'm gonna add in my shiitake mushrooms that have been chopped up. You can use button mushrooms, you can use portobello mushrooms, any mushrooms that you prefer, but I really like to use either shiitake mushrooms or maitake mushrooms, the hen of the woods mushrooms, because they seem to be like the most meaty and savory of like the mushrooms. So it gives the veggie balls like a really yummy umami type of flavor. And we're just gonna saute this until our onions become completely translucent and our mushrooms cook down a little. So our onions and our mushrooms have both kind of like brown a little bit, and they're nice and softened, and that is what I want them. That's the point where I want them to be at. And next what we're gonna do is, here we have 2 cups of cooked lentil beans. I've cooked them till they were just about, I don't know, like al dente, but just basically not mushy. Not al dente, but you don't want them to be mushy. And into our mixture here, we've added our onions and our mushrooms. We're also going to be adding in some oregano, some basil, and a pinch of red chili pepper flakes. The full link to the recipe will be down below with the instructions and all that good stuff. I also have here some finely chopped parsley, fresh parsley. We have 1/4 cup of chopped pecans. These are chopped also very finely. If you have like a allergy to nuts, you don't have to add this, or if you just don't have them on hand or don't want to buy them because they could be a little pricey, you can just skip it completely. But it does give it like a nice like nuttiness to the meatballs, or the veggie balls. You could also, and here we have our seasoning. We have nutritional yeast, onion powder, and garlic powder. Normally I like to do my garlic like and sauteed in here, but I just ran out of garlic and I was like, oh my god, what do I do? Garlic powder, of course. So normally I would just add in about 3 garlic cloves while I'm sauteing everything, but it's okay, not a big deal. We make do with what we have here in the Veggie Rolls channel, don't we? And here, this is my secret weapon. These are Ritz crackers that have been chopped up, or not chopped up, but kind of like breadcrumbs. So we have 15 Ritz crackers. I've always, even before going vegan, when I was making like regular meatballs, I would always use that as my secret ingredient. That was my breadcrumb. I used to use saltine crackers, and then I started using Ritz crackers, and Ritz crackers just like seem to have like such a delicious buttery flavor that's just what I stuck to using. So we mix this up a little bit. You can do some salt and pepper to taste, of course. I like a lot of pepper. Nice healthy sprinkling of salt. At this point I will mash the mixture just a little tiny bit, just to kind of like get it all mixed in well together. And if you mash it just a little bit, it'll form into the balls a lot easier. And at this point, everything is nice and mixed together, so we're gonna take some of the mixture in our hands and we're gonna start forming it into our veggie balls. And if you want to do like massive veggie balls, which I like to do all the time, just as an excuse to have something to eat on their own, like just eat them on their own, I would do like 1/4 cup of mixture, and then I'll, you know, press it and form that into a ball. But if not, you can do like a heaping tablespoon. And then I'm just gonna, what I like to do is roll them in some flour to give it a nice coating and give it like a nice color, and the exterior will be nice and golden brown. Alright, so we're gonna start just cooking these up, and all we're gonna do is just toss them into a bit of oil, and we're gonna let them sit, ouch, we're gonna let them sit on each side until they get nice and golden brown. And then you're just gonna move them around, flip them around to make sure they don't burn on you, and so they can be like evenly golden. I just pretty much do like two sides where I brown two of the sides. You don't have to go all the way around completely. And these hold together pretty well compared to a lot of like other meatball recipes or like veggie burger recipe or anything like that. These hold pretty well. So another trick to making sure these don't break up on you when you put them into the oil is make sure your oil is nice and hot, like pretty hot, so that the second they get in there, they start browning, and that coating just keeps them together. We're just taking these out and placing these on a plate. Alright guys, so it's time for the taste test cam, and I'm so sorry about the audio for this video. I know most of you guys have noticed already that the audio quality is different for this video, and that is because when you're filming by yourself, sometimes you have like lapse in something recording, and you don't realize it until the very end. And look at me, I'm full of of flour and forgot to take it off. But anyways, like I said, I'm sorry about the audio. Our next video will be improved as usual, like the usual way we record, and yeah, it's going in. I can eat these all day long. So savory, so tasty, so delicious. I'm telling you guys have to make this. Let me know what you guys think, because I think you will love them. My kids love these, and I know a lot of you guys have picky eaters and want to turn your kids like more into like plant-based foods, and I think your kids will absolutely love this, as well as you, and your non-vegan people will also love it. Try it out and let me know what you think. So that's it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share this video so other people can see how delicious vegan food can be. Also, don't forget to tag me on Instagram using the hashtag #TeamVeggieRolls if you make this recipe or any of my other recipes on my channel. I would love to see what you made. I would love to know what you think about it, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye guys.